we call our audience? Have you thought about that? Like
An audience?
what do we refer to them as? Like, oh my gosh, you listen to Sippin News 2, you're a sipper. I don't know. What should they be called? Like, you know how like some fandoms, like you watch anime, you're a weeboo. You watch this and that, you're a belieber. Like people who follow Justin Bieber. What should we call our fans?
I mean, I guess now all I can think of is sipper because that's what you said. I don't know.
Okay, but you know what? Make us for you who watch YouTube, put it in the comments down below, and just give me some suggestions. I'm curious. Well, like down the line, wouldn't you be curious to know what our fandom is called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe we need to be more established.
True. That's why I said down the line.
I know. Yeah.
And
I was agreeing with you.
Yo, you're right. It is the week of it's the week of Valentines, and it passed. That's why.
Thank God it passed.
That's
Woo!
why the sign is red because of roses and chocolates.
Single people, we survived another year.
Okay, but you I can go off on now. But do you have anyone you want to shout out? Like not as a love interest, but like as someone who you cherish. Like you know, like in when you're in school. I don't know if your school did this, but all of them brought their Valentines, and all the little kids had the goodie baskets of chocolates.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anyone that you want to shout out, like as a friend?
Just like all my close friends, I guess, and my parents.
Okay, shout out Libby. Shout out my parents. Shout out who else? Mona. She's also a live audience today. And yeah, that's a good intro. So, how was your Valentine's?
I mean, I ate Thai food with my two friends, Mona and Oliver. That's all I did. Oh, we went out for Dutch Bros too.
Damn, that's hella nice. For me, I just spent it as a student, but I wasn't really that butthurt because even though I'm long distance, it hurts for single people and for LDR people, but I didn't get really hurt because I know Libby.
I mean, like you still have someone, so
okay, but there's a debate. Can you be butthurt on Valentine's if you're single by choice?
I mean, no. Well, okay.
Because you put yourself in that situation, you grumpsicle.
Okay, but still, like, how do I explain it?
Like, single people don't get to be upset if they choose to be single.
Like, it's just like a day dedicated to like all of the good things that like all the good sides of a relationship. Like no one focuses on the bad sides of it on that day.
Yeah, for sure.
Course.
There's always some bad
So that's
side.
all we see on that day. So like, yeah, of course we're thinking, oh yeah, it would be nice. But then, you know, after that day is over, then you remember, oh yeah, I am single because I decided to be, because all that other shit is like toxic and whatever.
Damn. But yeah, I would say some people put themselves in their situation, and in fact, I have some statistics to show you about Valentine's.
Oh no, he's bringing up the graphs.
Okay, Kyle, that was a bit racist.
What are you talking about?
Okay, guys, cancel him down
What
below.
are you talking about?
Okay, do you know me and remember when me and you were talking earlier? I don't think Valentine's Day is actually a couple.
I think it's a scam. That's what I think it is.
Exactly. Okay. Guess how much money the U.S. spends on Valentine's Day?
Okay, like, let me guess. $2 billion.
Wrong.
Is it more?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding. You're all suckers. $4 billion.
I'll give you one more guess.
Is it more?
I'll give you one more.
Holy shit, you guys. 6.5
Wrong.
billion.
The average yearly spent by the United States on Valentine's Day, 26 billion US dollars spent on Valentine's Day.
What the fuck,
There's
guys? You guys need help.
Okay.
Oh hell no.
He said you guys need help.
Fuck.
I was practicing that this morning. But think about it.
That's a lot of damn
It's
chocolate.
not really romance if you think about it.
It's like an obligation.
It's really, the debate here is romance versus capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not be opposed to view it as a capitalism type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, St. Valentine's real and all, but like, people, they'll give you an excuse to spend a rack, you know? Like, I think Christmas
Fuck
is
that,
legit
man.
because, you know,
yeah.
it's birthday of Jesus Christ, but Halloween's a scam. I think,
Birthdays, that's okay.
yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
It's an actual celebration.
I really think like Christmas is the only thing that is okay to spend money on.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, Thanksgiving is not that expensive. Like, it's
Dude,
just-
you know
I
what's
don't know.
weird? You know how like people constantly blasphemize Jesus Christ?
Uh-huh.
Tell me why that Easter is like not that poppin'. in
You're
terms of
right. It
capitalism.
was popping like when we were younger, but like as we get older, it's like not as big of a thing.
People are starting to like really hate that stuff.
It's because all the people out there are praising the devil.
Yeah, for real. The Grammys, you guys kind of creepy now. Okay.
Sam Smith? Mm-mm.
Yeah, Sam Smith is Shumanai. And
Fuck that.
Valentine's Day, there's an excess amount of spending on chocolates, flowers,
Jewelry.
note cards, yeah, and jewelry, and that's the bulk of the 26 billion.
What the fuck, man?
That's crazy,
Shame on you all
bruh.
for falling for all this.
Your eyes got hella big when I said 26 billion.
That was way more than I thought. I was like, are we really that stupid?
No. Okay. For Valentine's Day, you know how you opened up with a bitter beginnings in this podcast. You know you're not as alone as you think.
I know. I'm fine. Kiann.
Okay. According to these statistics, people who are down bad, which is kind of high, 42% of people during the holiday of Valentine's Day are kind of down bad. 57% are not currently looking for a relationship or a casual date. But 42%, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
1 in 6 men are single.
What?
Was the ratio going to be higher or lower to you?
I thought there would be more single people, to be honest.
No, there's actually a lot of single people with hookup culture and stuff.
Okay, well, I don't consider a hookup like in a relationship.
That's true. But like,
I think you need to do your little calculations over again.
no, but you're not as alone as you think. So props to you. Single adults who declined a relationship have also increased. Like, there's also a significant rise in the amount of people declining wanting something real.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense.
What makes you, do you think you're part of that statistic?
Yeah.
I know you've been fighting some demons.
I will decline like a lot of stuff because I just like been through it in the past, and like I feel like if you're not right for me, I can smell it from like a mile away now. So like, why would I? I'm like,
I don't want you.
I'm like, ugh.
Okay, you and your smells.
But no, for
Haven't used
what
that one
the
yet.
fuck? No, but like I could just tell right away. Like I'm not gonna like you. Like you're just not it, and that's okay. I'm not perfect either, but I just know I'm not gonna waste my time.
You're so sincere.
Thank you.
Hey, but if you single and want some Clint in your clit.
Oh shit! I just got that.
Okay, I'll give you another statistic.
Don't.
51% of Americans are either in a committed or romantic relationship or participate in casual dates. 17% is casual dates only, while the rest, the 31%, is in a committed romantic. They want a committed romantic relationship only.
But they're single.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically 31% is down bad. Desperate for love.
Yeah, okay.
That's actually a statistic which I want to get into right now as well. Okay. And trust me, I came prepared. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, first of all, let's look at the problem. 3 ways to stop feeling desperate when you're single. Okay, Kyle, I just need your opinions on this. Give me feedback. Only 3. Step number 1. Change your attitude. Maintain standards in who you date.
Yeah.
People are down bad a lot, and
I think people just like go after the first thing that's in front of them.
Exactly. They date so they can say they're dating.
Yeah,
Or,
like
they go so they can say
if their
they do
friends
stuff.
introduce them to one person that's mildly attractive and can hold a conversation, that's like enough for them.
And you said mildly. We're not even talking really attractive.
No, seriously, like they're usually pretty average from what I've seen, but like it's just I don't know. They don't look for anything like deeper.
That's true. They really just want to date. Step number 2. Determine what you are looking for in another person. Figuring out what you want in another person can help you choose another potential lifelong partner. But people date just to date, like I said, and it's just for the looks. Have you dated just for the looks before?
Like in high school. And like honestly, it wasn't even for the looks, it was for another reason that I won't get into.
Slut.
But I mean, horny teenager, that's all I can say.
Okay. And then, this is a good one for a lot of people. Step number 3 on how to stop being desperate. Stop being impatient.
Period.
Yes, sir. Dude, you want to talk about, because you and me, we believe that there's an inverse relationship in relationships and wanting one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it always comes to you like when you least expect it, like when you're just not looking and you're just focusing on yourself. That always happens to me. Like, I'm just focusing on myself and then someone comes in and disturbs my peace.
Oh my gosh. Shout out Libby, I love you. I wasn't even expecting to be with a Libby Hahn. In fact, I thought I was going to die alone. Come on.
I'm kidding. I'm pretty happy with where I am right now. But yeah.
You know, guys, it's not that hard to be happy when you're single.
All joking aside, I am pretty like content with where I am right now in life. But yeah.
Number 4, refrain from pretending to be something that you are not.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Have you ever acted to be a certain way when you're not?
No, but there's also like a caveat to that. Like, you may not be purposely doing that, but you could be doing that without realizing that you're doing it. I think I found myself in a situation like that once where like I wanted to still be who I was, but also be something else that I wasn't. And I thought I could just grow into whoever that was, but that just wasn't me, or I wasn't ready for it. And what all that entailed. And that looked like I was pretty much faking it, but that wasn't the case. But my point is, people could do something like that and not even realize like that they're doing that.
That's true. To go on this topic, not saying like this person's a good person whatsoever, but I think I owe my ex for forming my mental structure.
Was this X 1, 2, or 3?
1?
Ah.
Okay, so get this. Pretending to be something you're not. She made me tough. I'm not gonna lie, cause she was that bad, you know. Like,
We all had one of those.
but I think this one is like favorable because she's the reason I think I'm more funny than I am today.
Oh.
Because
So it was the trauma.
like I use comedy to cope.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that's why I think I am the way that I am. Like, let's say this. Imagine you're dating someone for 1 month, then you get rumors that she has a crush on your bestie.
Oh my god, what a slut.
But like, yeah, like she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love it when you dress like a fuck boy. Oh, you do everything better as a fuck boy, whatever that means." And then out of that, it actually established my knowledge on clothing. It also made me a funnier dude, but I think trauma helped me be the way who I am. You know? Anything like that with you? Because you've definitely cried before, I think.
Okay, yeah, we all have. But I think I have a cycle, unfortunately. Like, I'll have a big, traumatic thing happen relationship wise, and then it'll snap me back into reality, and I'll just be focusing on myself, and I'll be kind of bitter about it, but like I'll be shielding myself from anything like that ever again. And then maybe like 2 years later, the same thing happens again, and then like I'm even more like I'm shielding myself even more than before, and then again, like I feel like it's like a cycle at this point.
True.
And I'm at like the 2nd year mark of the last cycle. So I'm like constantly like on my guard now. I was like, because I don't want to fall back into that.
Does your trauma affect your friends negatively?
No, I don't think so. Because like all my friends have pretty much stuck by me like through every single one. I don't let my failed relationships and all that drama affect any of my friendships. I've kept all my friendships that like mean a lot to me.
Which is more important than like
Seriously, like your friends are with you, like the ones that are like family, the ones that you want to keep around forever. They need to be a priority, especially at the beginning of your relationships, because some of you put your new boo like at top priority when you don't know who the fuck they are, really. You know your friends and your friends know you, but you're putting this stranger that you just got romantic with as a top priority. I just don't think that's wise. And then before you know it, all your friends are out of the picture, and it's just you and this person. You're probably not getting along anymore because the honeymoon stage is gone. And who do you have? Your friends are going to take you seriously because you put them on like the back burner.
whew.
And I never do that. Good thing I didn't, because nothing worked out so far. So,
Dude, do you think we put our friends on a high ass pedestal?
I know I do,
I think I do too.
but I have reason to. Like, my best friends have shown that they're there for me. They make an effort. They are doing stuff with their lives, are being productive too. Like, they're not dead weight. Like, we're all helping each other in some way.
Hence the podcast.
So like, I do put them on a pedestal, but I don't regret that. Like, that's just true.
Okay, I have a question for you. If there has been an ex who was like, you're choosing them over me, what do you say?
I say, yeah, I am right now. Like, because eventually I want to put you as a priority, but right now, like, we're just getting to know each other and I'm having a fun time doing that. But I can't put someone that I just met on a higher pedestal than my friends and family. Like, my friends right now are like my family, so it's my family. I'm not going to do that. Hopefully one day you are at the same level or even higher, but right now I don't know who the fuck you are. So, guys, this is why I'm single. No one can
No,
be okay with that. But
it's a good reason though.
Yeah, just
shout out Olivia, I love you. I know relationships tear people down. dude, like the other side of the spectrum, the people who choose their girlfriends, like, or the significant other all the way, and they low key disappear. Ew, sometimes it gets ugly for them when they break up. Like, who's your support group now? You know?
Yeah. Ooh, this brings up something. I want to know what your opinion is. Let's say you're dating someone and it's been a good amount of time, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you know them. So like your friend groups kind of merge. And now it's like just one big friend group. And then shit hits the fan. Have you ever seen like your group or a different or someone else's just fall apart and people are picking sides and shit? And like what's your opinion of that? Like, have you been in that situation? Have you seen someone like be in that situation? Luckily, I've kept my friend group pretty separate from whoever I'm dating in their friend group. So I take what I brought to the table and they do the same.
Keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a prenup with the marriage.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a very insightful way of thinking, because you need your shooters to come back.
Yeah.
I've seen some situations where the shooters go against you for a good while. And then, like...
Fake fucks.
There's also, like, times where, like, it just destroys the friend group in general. Like, I'm not saying names, but some tito and some tita got in a divorce, which resulted in splitting a friend group. And I was like, if I were me, I would be friends, but like keep your like divorce between you two, because it's not us getting divorced. Like it's a weird pattern, especially if people expect an opinion out of you. Personally, I'd like to stay neutral. There are some occasions where obviously I have to choose a side, like you my OG, or like now, something else.
If you were in that divorce or big breakup though, wouldn't you want your original group to back you up?
Yeah, of course. I think I have that in the bag already.
Yeah, me too. But that's because we've put them as a priority all these like past years.
Friends are not a bad thing. They're the ones who like keep you from killing yourself, which I've seen before. They've also like, you know, like what do you do when you break up? You hang out with people.
Exactly.
You hang out with the shooters.
You hang out with the people that you enjoy, so you don't think about that stuff all the time. You know, that's like when anything gets rough, like job stuff, or if you're having a bad day at school, like what are you gonna do? You're gonna talk to your friends, you're gonna hang out with them, get your mind off of it.
Okay, I have a question for you to counteract. When you said people split up, when is it okay not to be neutral? Because I saw people, I saw this on social media. There's this tweet that said, "I hate people who are neutral," and I was like,
"Oh,
how does that like? Why? Like being gray isn't so bad. You get both parties."
I feel like to not be neutral, you need to feel so confident and passionate in one or the other's like situation to not be neutral.
Exactly.
You know, like that's really it. I mean, if I was friends with both of them, I was obviously friends with one before.
So you choose the before?
I'm going to ask for their side of the story first, for sure.
Yeah, ask for the side.
Right. Yeah, and
people be assuming.
I will take that into a lot of consideration, you know. I won't write the other one off, but I'll definitely I'll check with them first, you know. I don't know, like if there was proof or something, you know, that someone did something really, really bad. And
we know a lot of those.
Yeah, like maybe the one you were friends with first really did fuck up hella bad, you know, and there was proof and you really felt passionate that, yeah, that was wrong. Then maybe you would side with the other person because that was really fucked up, you know. That would make sense. But if there's no proof or anything, or like it wasn't that bad in your opinion, then being neutral is not bad either. Like maybe they just didn't work out. It could be as simple as that. Just didn't get along. Didn't work out. That's fine. You know? That's my opinion.
Yeah, but we're not gonna like become unneutral if it's some like lukewarm group that we're lukewarm with.
Right.
We're like, people need to understand beef out of association is so dumb. Cause me and Kyle and some other people, we don't do that stuff. Like, imagine having beef with someone because you know them.
That's dumb. I'm like there's some people that we are friends with, not super close, but we're friends with, who have broken up with people and then gone to new people, broke up with them all the time, you know. And it's like,
we ain't canceling any of you guys.
I don't care what happened. Like, nothing out of the ordinary happened. No one did something hella bad. You know, it's just, there's no reason to pick a side with that.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started.
But then, like, all you guys who want someone to pick a side, like, you're just...
I know.
Tell me why. Like, why do you want us to pick a side?
I saw that. I was like...
And then they don't have anything to tell you. Like, you're just being immature. Like, we didn't even hang out much in the first place.
I know, exactly. And, like, some people be like... They so entitled to the thing they're doing is righteous. No one's really righteous at the end of the day. We all scumbags in a way. But, like...
Mm-hmm.
If you like force people to choose a side, that's even worse. That's the most that's like number one in immaturity, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine like forcing your friend. Like, I get it, like if you automatically side with your OG, but like don't force anything upon anyone. Like, imagine coming in a community because you don't know, and then you're cool with everyone, but you don't know everything. Like, you guys picking on the wrong people. You picking on the people who don't know, you know? Which is so idiotic and small-minded.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, some people will cancel you just for hanging out with their ex-person or whatever. But we don't know what everything that happened. You know, you're just going to cancel us because you saw us having one conversation with them.
That's stupid.
I'm like, enlighten me then. Why shouldn't I be talking to this person? But you won't, because you're immature. You're just going to see it on social media or in public or whatever, and you're just going to write them off like it's nothing without telling them really what happened or asking any questions. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to ask anything. You're just going to cut ties with no context, nothing.
You know, sometimes context would help, so people need to stop assuming.
I know, seriously. Like, if it's so bad, why don't you tell us? And if you don't feel comfortable telling us, then were you really ever friends in the first place?
Exactly. I want to get into the next topic. What's the pettiest thing you ever did or ever saw people do on social media?
Oh, God. There's so many things. Like, you guys... People will tweet. Like, Twitter is really a ick for me, honestly.
It's a toxic environment sometimes.
I hate it. And honestly, like, my ex, a couple exes ago, like, she wanted me to download Twitter, and I was like, why? Because I didn't have a Twitter. But, you know, I really liked her, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll just get Twitter, you know, whatever. But, dude, like, a week or two into it, immediately... I was like, wow, now I remember why I didn't get Twitter, because everyone's just talking shit about everyone and being super, like, vague. They're just hoping that one person reads it. And then that one person will
just DM them, bro.
But the funny thing is like, people will tweet something, right, just so this one person sees it. And then this one person contacts that person and says, I know that tweet was about me. What the fuck? You know, and then the person that wrote the tweet is going to be like, that wasn't about you. That was just in general. But if the shoe fits... I'm like,
oh, I hate that.
Hella dumb. And like, dude, I know friends do that to each other. Significant others do that. Shit, that happened all the time. That's why I deleted Twitter again, like a couple years ago. I never downloaded it again.
I just use it for memes, man.
I'm sure there's funny stuff on there.
But that's the only good side.
Yeah.
Dude, Twitter be like crazy. There's also Instagram pettiness too.
I see that, but I just look at the pictures. I rarely read the comments or even captions, honestly.
Dude, on some Instagram stories, I've seen people be so petty. Like, you have unfollowed. That's like general step 1. Step 2 was blocked. Step 3 is blocked on everything. But like, there people go as far as to unlike your photos.
That's kind of funny.
Dude, that's so time consuming.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Because if you block the person, then all that goes away anyway. So if
Does it? I don't know.
It does. But if you are if you're unliking them, then that means you're keeping them on there, but you're unliking. That's another level.
I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully,
it's like you don't fuck with them, but you want to spy on them at the same time. I need to drink this nasty shit. We're drinking kava, by the way.
Drink it.
Why do you have that on?
For the vibes.
Oh,
come on, you need some vibes
it's
for
hella
this.
nasty, man.
Stop. It's just drinking, man. We have a podcast.
I always want to throw up.
Yup. Okay, I'll give you that much. But like, people are like so dumb. They think we're hurt by that unlike. You know, unlike's a thing.
You don't get notified, by the way.
Oh my gosh! But you know, at one point in my life,
if you want to take it a little deeper though,
go.
You got to be in a pretty bad place if you're checking all your likes from your past photos anyway to even notice that.
Do you? Okay.
I just had to say that.
Growing up, was there one point in life where likes mattered to you? I'm not gonna lie, for me it did. Like,
not really.
When I started like knowing people, but other than that, I was like, a like's a like.
I never really cared, honestly. No.
When I go crazy. I used to go crazy for likes. It like the dopamine hits. It was crazy. But you know, people be petty. Oh my gosh, I know you did this. People did Snapchat stories for one person.
Okay, come on. I mean, that wasn't to like throw shade though. It was quite the opposite.
It was to like attract, right?
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't.
Oh, my life's great.
It wasn't. Yeah, well, not like
I'm productive. I have people in my life.
It was like I wanted them to like know that I was posting about them in a positive way, but I didn't want to like make it public either. So,
I mean, whatever you did, it kind of worked, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Probably wouldn't do it again though. That was still kind of cringy.
And you're keeping yourself in check, yeah.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good. Anyways, yeah, that's basically our mindsets on like, not even social media, just like when you're a social person, this is what you have to go through. Like me, Kyle, and Mona, we don't really like beef like that, you know? And if you want to be on our bad side, we don't care. We don't really care. Okay? Anyways.
I have enough friends that I'm content with. I don't need anyone else.
Bro, some people still finding themselves.
Yeah, for sure. And like, if you want to get close to me, you just gotta initiate, like, and show me that you're a cool person. Like, just don't be weird.
You know, since it's a Valentine's thing, you want to appreciate each other. Let's tell them the origins of how we did us.
Okay, Key, go first.
So basically, you were this dude who was napping on Mona's couch.
Okay, we're starting way back. Okay.
So basically, how we met, I met him because Ollie and Mona, you know, I was Ollie's +1, Kyle vice versa to Mona.
And they're brother and sister. They
Yeah.
live in the same house.
And then you were this dude who just snapped on his couch. Oh, it was at Mona's party. I think I met you. You were
We
like...
met before that, though.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, this is what I remember when
Tell me what you remember.
When I first met you, okay? I was taking a nap on her couch. Context to that real quick is, you know, I'm a realtor, so I would show houses all around, you know, Sac or Placer County and Roseville and stuff. And sometimes I would have a few hours of free time in between appointments, and like I would go hang out with one of my friends. Like Mona was who I hung out with that day. But I was kind of tired and they have a really comfy couch. So I just took a nap there. And
I did too a lot of times.
he was hanging out with her brother. And this was like 5-6 years ago, guys. Probably like 7 years ago.
It was 7.
This guy was in high school still. he was really like even louder and kind of childish. And I was
Hey.
trying to just sleep, okay? And this loud kid comes in this house. I'm like, who the fuck is this loud ass kid?
So you were annoyed with me first.
Yes, that was my first opinion.
Low-key, you annoyed with everyone, bro.
I know. So like, don't be offended when I say that. Like, if we're hella close now and I say that
It's
was
normal.
my first, it is normal, and I hate that. That's like how it is with me. It just is. But yeah, usually the ones who are really close to me now actually really annoyed me at the beginning.
Whoa. Jerome?
No.
Yeah, except him.
Well, no, there's a few. Like Mona, she didn't really annoy me. No.
Shout out Mona. She just yes.
I think still like a good amount I found annoying at the beginning. That's just, I don't know. I can be kind of judgmental at the beginning. I'm aware of that.
Okay, when I first met you, you were sleeping on the couch. And then I hang out with you with Mona, Oliver at Lollipop. And then you told the best ghost stories.
Oh shoot, I don't even remember that.
No, it was us four. And then I was like, this guy has a bunch of cool stories to tell in his bag. But you were like hella into it too. I didn't know like everything else you had going on. Like that's all I remembered.
Oh, my ghost stories.
Yeah, you were talking about the house in Antelope.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of our ex-friends. But yeah, that was a creepy house. But yeah, I think we just kept hanging out more with like Mona and Oliver.
No, we went to Irvine. That was the precursor.
We did. We went to Irvine together. Yeah, I remember.
And then I think I was at a school, and then I was like, "What you doing?" Like, I'm a pad thai, and I was like, "Is that the pad thai next to me?"
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, and then you were door dashing, so I would go with you, and then you would come with me sometimes too.
Do you think it was a natural upbringing?
I think so. I think the door dashing days helped, because you're just in the car.
What's your criteria
how
for a
long?
friend to stay?
Like, be supportive.
Was I supportive?
I mean, you showed that later. There has to be an opportunity to show that too, you know, but I don't know, just be trustworthy, easygoing, you know, for
Shit,
me,
I was a kinesiology.
just like, for me, just be chill. Like, I don't
I was
know.
loud back then too.
Yeah, but I got more extroverted too a little bit.
So do you think I helped you with that?
Oh, definitely. I definitely think you helped bring that part out. I still say I'm an introvert, but I'm way more extroverted now than I used to be. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't be doing this right now.
Dude, yeah, for real. Not gonna lie, all of my best friends are kind of like weird. I was thinking about it in a car ride, and I was like, you know what? For me to have like a best friend, they must match my weird energy, and I think you do
Everyone in
that.
the group chat, you heard it. He said you were all weird.
I am too, which doesn't make me a hypocrite.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, like weird matches weird, and I was like, you know what? For all
That's
my
true. Yeah.
for all my like close duo friends like you, we're all weird in our own way. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
And then like it just happened from there. After Irvine, we just started working out. And then I think it was like a wrap after that.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to be close to you, but like we started hanging out. I trained you. Then we started hanging out like 2-3 times a week. Then it's repetitive. Then I was like, oh, next thing you know, we're like 4 years deep in a friendship. Yeah. 2019 to 23.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. What makes you think that we got closer than like some OGs? Because like for me,
Oh.
you're closer to me than some of my best friends in like the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's easy. Like, because you're gonna grow with some of your friends, and then sometimes you're gonna grow out of them, or
Yeah.
sometimes they're gonna grow out of you. You like, just because you started in junior high or high school or whatever doesn't mean you're gonna be in the same place together when you're 25, I think it's just, sometimes you grow out of people. They don't share the same values when you get older. You don't have the same interests anymore. Sometimes you have your friends that just want to party or stay in the good old days. When the good old days are gone, it's time to create some new memories and new habits and stuff. But sometimes people just want to stay in that one place forever, and you just don't want to.
Dude, I was at a church one time, and this homily was like, this priest was like, reminiscing can be bad for you.
I think it could cause depression sometimes.
Yeah, like the priest was like, the good memories are the good memories, but if you reminisce a little too much, that's stopping you from making more good memories.
Exactly. You're just sad because all those good times are gone, and you're not focusing on making new good memories. You just focus on what's already gone, what's already done.
Exactly. Like,
I know a lot of people that do that. We don't talk anymore.
Shit. Well, yeah, I think everything is like fresh with Yumi and Mona on the table. And then
because we're all doing stuff now. We're not just sitting on the couch and remember when, not doing anything about it now. Like,
bro, I'm not gonna lie. During 2019, I talked a lot in terms of like
talk a lot now.
No, like talk a big game.
Oh, without doing anything?
Yeah. I was not knowledgeable. So
I think yeah.
You can attest, yeah?
Yeah, and I think a lot of people do that. Like, everyone,
I'm gonna do this,
everyone thinks that, like, if they vocalize what they want to do, it'll empower them to actually do it, but it never happens. I mean,
personally, I think that there's a bigger power in like being quiet. So
hustling in silence.
Exactly, like for people who don't like the hustling mindset.
Drink this again.
Just look at me. Come on, guys. I bet that shit helps with the music. Okay, but like, by talking sometimes, what dopamine is, right? It's the chemical in your body that like, it gives you that good feeling. Like when you cheat on your like diet and then you like end up eating pad thai. That's dopamine right there. When you have something sweet, when you crave sweet. But like talking actually gives you a lot of dopamine.
Oh sure, like you almost get enough satisfaction about saying what you're gonna do, and that you don't have any more desire to actually go out and do it because you already got that satisfaction from saying what you're gonna do. You never get to actually doing it. So I totally agree with that.
Okay, I have something to show you about Valentine's Day. Okay.
Are you still looking up statistics?
No, not statistics. I'm gonna read you a story actually.
Oh.
So you said you didn't know what a smut was, huh?
Yeah, what is that?
Okay. You know how like people have pleasure like sexually?
Yes.
Like people either do it, and if they can't, they whack off. And sometimes they do it over the phone.
Yes. Okay.
A smut is porno novel.
What the fuck is?
It's a pornographic novel.
Like a porn book.
Without pictures, just strictly the words. You want me to read it to you?
Oh shit.
I think you'll have a kick out of this.
What the heck?
Okay, since it's a Valentine's Day episode, I figured I might as well. And you can hear this in my voice, because I have the sexiest voice out there. Okay, this smut is called Like Melted Chocolate. Okay, this must be what melted chocolate felt like, soft and warm and sinfully good. Okay. This is probably my favorite line I've ever written. It is from Complications Over Coffee, the third book in Up in the Flames series. Nicole fluttered her hands. Crap, crap, crap. He was kissing her. She waited for days for this to happen. There weren't many hours when she didn't think about it happening. She should stop. She parted her lips for his tongue. This must be what melted chocolate felt like. Soft and warm and sinfully good.
I'm sorry, I'm picturing diarrhea. I'm not even picturing anything like sexual. It just sounds like diarrhea.
It gets better. While he kissed her, his fingers undid the buttons on her shirt. His tongue moved over her throat while he removed her bra. He licked the nipple into his mouth. Nicole sighed. Was that a good sigh? He asked. Yes, it was a sigh of a woman who feels desired. So this is like Corey and Nicole.
What?
Corey kissed his way down her rib cage. She could feel his strong fingers as they fumbled with the buttons of her pants. You are driving me crazy on a regular basis. I can't stop looking at other women because, there. He broke off his confession as the button slipped from the hole. He concentrated on pushing them down her legs. Okay, I'll give you like 2 more. Because of what? Because of her. According to everyone, even his best friends, he had a new woman every night of the week. It seemed his reputation might be grossly exaggerated. Because of me, her voice was hopeful. Because of what? He was busy working her pants off her feet. You can't look at other women. Oh, yeah, I keep thinking of you. Everyone would have believed me that you sleep with every woman you come across. Yeah. He stopped as he pulled her panties over her hips. I've been leading everyone to believe that. Locker room bullshit. So you haven't had sex with 4 women in the last week? Corey sat back. Nicole became vaguely aware she was half naked on the landing between her entryway and the living room. She'd never come down the stairs the same way again. She'd see the spot every time. She came down the main floor. I shouldn't ask. Since we're laying here about to rub against each other, you have a right. I haven't slept with any woman since September. Except you, the other day. Twice. Oh? Her eyes were wide. What was she thinking? He kissed her cheek. I suppose we should get cleaned up. She stared at him, waiting for the haze of desire to wear off. Yeah, I have to get lunch. Do you want a sandwich?
The fuck?
Corey nodded. Yeah, I'd like that. He stood and grabbed his pants. Geez, Nicole, I never knew you were such a kinky woman. 69 in the front of the hallway. It seems that you bring that out in me. She stood as well and dressed herself. His cum was sticky on her leg, and she wasn't sure she wanted to clean it off yet. If she washed herself, it might be a dull memory. What the fuck? What? Even I didn't know it was that dirty.
Okay, this reminds me of a quick thing I wanted to talk about. We're getting into a quick real estate story, but I promise you it relates to this weird smut thing.
Smut.
Okay. I sold a house last year to one of my best friends, and it was done and it was closed, and we were at the house just talking about what they were going to do with one of the bedrooms, like, you know, if they were going to make it a game room or whatever. And I was leaning up against this wall. It was just a wall, you know, not a big deal. And then the next day they had cleaners go in there, and, you know, they're deep cleaning that shit. And they had like a blue light, I guess, and that wall that I was leaning up against the other day was covered in jizz. So they called me like ASAP, and they remember that I was leaning up against that wall, and they're like, Kyle, that wall that you were up against was like covered in jizz. Like, make sure you
clean your hoodie.
I think I threw it away. But like, there was literally handprints on the wall. It was really, really, that shit was next level freaky. I don't know what the fuck they were doing in there. But yeah, sorry, that reminded me of that.
Did you enjoy that story?
I was kind of grossed out.
Okay, let's do a purity test. If there was a black light, how much % do you think is covered in my room?
Oh, I really hope it's a low percentage because we're in here right now.
Yep. Just give me a percentage. I'll give you my estimate.
Oh, God. I want it to be low, but I also, like, I don't know. 30? 5%. Okay.
I don't do it like that anymore. If I did, okay, let me guess your room.
Whoa.
If I blacklighted everything, I want to say 70.
Shut the fuck up.
70.
I don't know.
Give your estimate.
My estimate? 30.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap.
What? People do it in the shower?
Dude, you probably clogged some drains, huh?
No.
Okay. Anyways, we're hitting the end of this episode. Good topics, man. We didn't even finish everything we wanted to talk about, but we'll talk about it in the next episode. Okay, I have a challenge for you guys. What are they called again? The Sippers?
I guess so.
Or Sippin crew, Sippin fam?
Sippy cups.
Okay, my little sippy cups. Okay, I like that. Okay, you guys will be a little sippy cups then. And then, shout out Mona.
She came up with that.
We are gonna do something to like thank you guys. Okay, so
We are?
well, I am.
Okay.
Not you.
Sorry, I'm hearing this for the first time.
Okay, so I will give someone a $25 gift card to anyone, to anywhere they want, or anything they're willing to spend. But this is the criteria to apply for that. Okay, so I want you to put us on your Instagram story at Sippin News, and then I want you guys to have a mug, something you're sipping, hence Sippin News. Have a mug, and then in the background, it must be you sipping something out of a mug while watching Sippin News. Put it on your Instagram story at Sippin News. You think that's fair?
I think that's a great idea.
Really?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Okay, remember, we must be in the background. You must be watching and or listening to us. Have your cup of Joe or your cup of something on your Instagram story.
No, you know what? Let's make this more interesting. I want so many people to do this that I'll double it.
Okay, 50.
Yeah, so we'll do 50 to someone who does all that.
Okay, $50 of the gift card of your choice. Remember, post to Spotify or like the audio streaming or video with your cup of Joe or the cup of anything you're sipping on Instagram. Post it on your story at Sippin News.
Yep. And then what we could do is we'll write names about like from everyone who did it, and we'll do like a
raffle.
Yeah, a raffle thing. We'll do it on camera too.
Okay. But yeah, that is this episode of Sippin News, the Valentine's Day edition, you know? It's red. It's red. Okay. YouTube, iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everything else, you name it. It's on our Instagram link. You can't go wrong. All right. And shout out Mona for live audience.
Thank you, Mona.
All right. Dance, Kyle.
Fine.
He danced, people. He danced.
That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting.